Dear students, today we'll start with complex numbers and quadratic equations. So first topic we are taking complex numbers. In a number system, we have the various initial number, that is natural number, which starts from 1, 2 up to infinity. Then we have whole number W, starts from 0 and up to infinite. Then we have integer denoted by Z or I, starts from infinity, negative infinity, up to positive infinity. Then we have rational number or irrational numbers. Rational numbers in the form of P by Q, then P and Q both are integers and Q should not be a zero integer. Whereas irrational number means non-repeating and non-terminating numbers is this irrational numbers. Then we have R, real numbers. Real numbers means negative infinity to infinity, all the numbers, all kind of numbers, means including rational and irrational numbers. Now we have the next concept is complex numbers denoted by C or Z. And this is what complex number. Complex number is denoted by A plus iota B. It is denoted by A plus iota B. Here A and B are real numbers. A and B are real numbers, whereas iota I is equal to under root of -1, that is imaginary number. So A plus iota B. So we have complex number is what? It is a combination of real and imaginary part. So here A is called real part and is denoted by REZ, real part of Z, and B is imaginary part. B is what? Imaginary part, and it is denoted by IMZ, imaginary part of Z. Remember, A is what? Real part of Z. B is what? Imaginary part of Z. Whenever we write imaginary part, we never write iota B. We write only B. Just because of iota, it is imaginary part. Now, if two complex numbers are equal, that is, let Z1 equals to x minus 3 plus iota 5 minus 2y, and Z2 you are given as 2x plus 1 plus iota 3y minus 1. Given that two complex numbers are equal. So if two complex numbers are equal, then their corresponding parts are equal. Their corresponding parts are equal means real part will be equals to the real part of the second, and imaginary part of first will be equal to the imaginary part of the second. So here x minus 3 plus iota 5 minus 2y is equals to 2x plus 1 plus iota 3y minus 1. When we compare, real part is equals to the real part of the second, so x minus 3 equals to 2x plus 1, or we say x minus 2x equals to 1 plus 3, or we say minus x equals to 4, or x equals to minus 4. Second, if real parts are equal, then result is x equal to minus 4. If imaginary parts are equal, that is 5 minus 2y is equals to 3y minus 1. So this implies minus 2y minus 3y equals to minus 1 minus 5, or we say that minus of 5y equals to minus 6, or y equals to 6 upon 5. So with the help of this concept that two complex numbers are equal, what we can say, their real parts and imaginary parts are equal, and we get the unknown term. We can find any unknown term using this concept, right? Now next topic is power of iota. Power of iota means if iota multiplied by iota, we get it is iota square. So iota square is what? Minus 1, as iota is what? Iota is what? Under root of minus 1. Since iota is under root of minus 1, therefore iota into iota, that is iota square will be minus 1. Now if we are asking iota cube, so iota cube is what? Iota square into iota, that is iota cube. So iota cube is what? It is minus iota. This is minus 1, so minus 1 multiplied by iota gives you minus iota. Third is iota 4. Iota 4 is what? Iota raised to the power 3 into iota is iota raised to the power 4. So minus iota when multiplied by iota, it gives you minus iota square, or the value of iota 4 is 1. Same way, if we go further, iota raised to the power 5. So iota raised to the power 5 is what? Iota raised to the power 4 into iota, that is iota only. Iota raised to the power 6 is iota square. Iota square means minus 1. Iota 7 is iota 4 multiplied by iota 3. That is iota 3, and iota 3 is what? Minus iota. Similarly, iota 8 is again 1. So what we check, what we observe that after a certain period we get the same value, that is iota minus 1 minus iota and 1. Same way, iota minus 1 minus iota and 1. So after a certain period means after every 4 we get the same values. So using this concept, now we can find any value of iota, any power of iota. For example, iota raised to the power 83. So iota raised to the power 83, what do? You divide 83 by 4 and you write 83 in terms of divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder, that is iota multiplied by 4 into 420 plus 3, right? And we can write this as iota raised to the power 4 whole to the power 20 into iota raised to the power cube. Iota raised to the power 4 is 1, so 1 to the power 20, and iota cube is minus iota, so put over here minus iota. So here 1 into minus iota, result is minus iota. Similarly, if you are asking iota raised to the power